So the first thing we're going to need to configure is our course category. You choose whatever category from the ones that are available that best fits your course. The full name of the course, which is going to be displayed on the top header of every page of your course and also in the course listings page. It should be descriptive enough so students can identify the course they're working on, but not too long of a name. So you want a short name like Business Practices 101 Asset Management compared to Business Practices 101 Creating Brochures and Flyers Online for Cheap. The short name of your course, in this case BP 101, this should be completely unique to your course. If there's another course that has the same short name, the Moodle is going to fire off some error messages. The course ID number, you can leave this blank, and it's usually something that links the Moodle to an institution's back-end data systems. And then the summary. We want the summary to be, and we want it to be descriptive of the course. It's the thing that students are going to see first off. So if they're deciding whether to take your class or not, this is where they're going to get their first impression of the course, and it's what's going to be listed on the course categories page alongside any other courses in the same category. So we're just going to add a little bit of placeholder text in here. Now we could fine-tune this text in a number of ways. We could change its placement, we could change its font, we could change its text color. Now I'd like to add an image in to my file. I click on my image editor button. I'm going to get this little fly out here. Now I can either browse for files in my computer and upload them into the Moodle system, or if I already have that image, like I use a service that houses my images for me, I can just paste the URL to my image. I want it to be set to the left. Enter some alternate text. Alternate text is just the text that somebody sees if for some reason their computer will not display the image. But I can't see it really well, so I'm going to come over here and click on this fly out. That makes my text editing bigger, and I can decide that I would like that image to be a little bit smaller. Maybe I'd like this text to come down a little bit, and you can fine-tune it more than that, but that's good enough for us for now. We can choose our course format. We've got 6 formats. The first one, the LAMS format, stands for Learning Activity Management System, and it's typically used by institutions. The SCORM format, which is Shareable Content Object Reference Model, is a content packaging standard. SCORM packages can be loaded into a variety of systems, and they should maintain the same functionality across those systems. You can have a SCORM course, or you can have a SCORM lesson. In this case, we're configuring our course. If we were to choose SCORM, then the system would expect us to load one giant package into the Moodle, and that would be the entire course. Or we could have just a single lesson that's in a SCORM format. Social format is a single forum that is used across the entire course. The topic format, you can decide how many topics you want in your class, and when you set it up, each topic, you can have a variety of assets in there. So you could have content and forums and quizzes and other activities specific to each topic in your class. Weekly format that shows the start date and the end date of the course, and the sections are divided by weeks. The weekly format with no CSS, it just takes away the tables, so visually it appears a little bit different. Typically we're going to use topics or weekly format. In this case we're going to choose a topic format. We're going to say that we have 6 topics. Our class is going to start on April the 17th, and we're going to have our hidden sections shown in collapsed form. Hidden sections shown in a collapsed form simply means that the The topic bars or the weekly bars are still visible, but you can't see any of the content inside of them because it's hidden. Whereas if you had it selected in invisible format, you wouldn't see the topics at all. The number of news items, you can show grade books to students. I usually choose yes there. Show activity reports. What activity reports allow your students to do is see all of the different behaviors that they have interacted with on the Moodle system. The maximum upload size, this is how big of a file would you like to allow your students to upload. We'll lower that down to 1. Is this a meta course? No, it's not. A meta course just means your course is linked to other courses, and when students are enrolled in the other course, they're also automatically enrolled into your meta course. Enrollment plugins are how can the student access the system? It depends on what's enabled, but in this case we have internal enrollment and PayPal. Internal enrollment means the student can enroll themselves. PayPal, pay for their course via PayPal. When the student comes into the course, what is their default role? Sometimes if you're teaching a teacher training course and you want to have a class where individuals can go in and they can play with the Moodle system and edit things and change things, in that case we would want their default role to be as teacher. So they would have all the rights and privileges of being a teacher in that course. But typically the default role is going to be student. Is the course enrollable or not? No means that the students won't even see it. Yes means it is enrollable and it's enrollable right now. And date range means it's enrollable, but it's only enrollable in these dates. You have to click these little disable buttons here to open those up. And let's just say that our course is enrollable from the 10th of April to the 16th of April. So our class started on April 17th. And we're going to say that you can enroll up until the day before. The enrollment duration is how long will the student stay enrolled in the course. So if I choose 7 days here and you enroll in my course on April 10th, on April 17th you will be unenrolled from my class. Which is funny because that is the day my class begins, is April 17th. So that wouldn't work out so well. So we're typically going to always keep this on unlimited. If you were to put a number of days in there, you get to decide, do you want the teacher to get notified that the student is about to get unenrolled or not? Do you want to notify the student that they're about to get unenrolled or not? And if so, how many days notice do you want to give them? So from the date that the student enrolls in the class, they will remain enrolled for 16 days. 3 days prior to being unenrolled, both the instructor and the student will be notified. Groups. Do you want to have groups or not? So if you don't want groups, you keep this at no groups. If you do want groups, you'd either choose separate groups or visible groups. If you choose separate groups, that means that the groups will not be able to see one another's work. They will be complete and total separate groups. Visible groups means that you can have multiple groups in the same course, but those groups can interact with one another and see each other's work. And you can force that choice or not. Availability. Is this course available to students or not? Does it have an enrollment key? In which case they will not need the enrollment key if they enroll via PayPal, but they would need the enrollment key to join your class to bypass the PayPal system. Guest access. Do you want to allow guests in your class or not? If you do not, then you choose do not allow guests in. Allow guests without the key or allow guests who have the key. And then you can force the language or not. And then we click Save Changes, and that takes us into our course. And here you'll see our blank course format with all of our bars, no content involved. This is a topic outline. To go back into course settings, I just click Settings over here under Administrative Panel again. We're going to scroll down here. We're going to change this to a weekly format. So weekly, now we have the dates in those topic bars. Go back over here to Settings, and we'll choose the social format. And you'll see here it's just one large forum. So that's the process of creating your class.